Hey guys, welcome back. So we got the Traxxas Slash here, and we did a lot of work since the last video, so I'm gonna catch you guys up real quick. First off, we painted the body, got the black, red, or black, orange, and blue color theme. In the rear, I got the fire extinguishers all mounted up, and then I started mounting the rear tires. They're lopsided right now, but they're gonna even out eventually. And then my favorite part about the truck is the solid rear axle. All right, so before we really get into this, this is still pretty fresh. It's not, I need to obviously sand down these, and I need to clean this up and sand that. So ignore the mess, because it's pretty bare right now. But pretty much I just used the brass sheet, Traxxas TRX4 links, and a TRX4 rear axle, and just some hardware. I know these are too long, it's just for holding it up right now. We also have the 10mm axle extensions, so then it actually is level with the bed sides. And down here, the only on your right, that one's correct, but not the left one, so that's why the rear tires are still crooked, because it's only halfway mounted. And yeah, it's gonna be a lot of work, I know, but it's gonna come out cool. And I'm gonna come up with some shock mounts up here, and figure out a drive shaft situation. I might just have to 3D print one, and we gotta tighten up the hardware, clean up all this, and the rear end should be hopefully done. And then for the transmission, I know it's dirty, I still gotta clean it, but it's just in there for right now. I just turned it sideways and moved it up forwards, and it's seeming to work pretty good so far. It turns the same way as the axle does when it's going forwards and backwards. Tested that out. The motor's gonna go in right here, and the other side I gotta lock it because it's an unlocked, it's just an unlocked, from, I guess, differential. So I gotta lock it from side to side to where only this side will spin, and we should be good for that. And then for the front suspension, I don't know if you guys knew, but I was pretty much struggling for down here because I couldn't figure out what to use for the pins. And what I ended up doing was buying a pin kit for the Traxxas Jato and just drilling out these holes, and now it works. And then so now all the front suspension needs is shocks, and then the front should be good. I just gotta put the servo back in, and the whole front end's finished. And if you guys have any questions about this build or any tips that you need or anything, just let me know in the comments, and I'll try to get to you as soon as I can. Alright, so the plastic part, the 3D printed part that I bought to hold it together broke, so we're gonna build metal ones. So then it'll be more sturdy than a plastic piece, obviously, because if it broke just from sitting like this, then obviously they're gonna break when it's driving. So we're gonna update that with some metal parts, but keep the straps, and then we'll put both the tires on. And I gotta finish that other side so then it'll be even. And then I'm gonna do the body mounts, so then the body could be sitting on there. Then we're gonna spray the bed liner on the inside of here, and then we could take out all the protective stuff, like the white in the windows and the clear over it, and then put the stickers on the body. And then the body should be done too, so not crazy amounts of work. But for the rest of the inside of the chassis, it's all stayed the same pretty much, besides moving the motor and moving the battery up. The ESC though is gonna go right up here, and then the steering servo is the same, and the receiver is the same. So not crazy different, but it's what I did to make this all work out. These fire extinguishers are from Walmart, and they're like $5 or $3, something like that, per fire extinguisher. And they do all that. It came with this extinguisher, the little bracket, and some hardware. and I wasn't just gonna use some bolts that aren't even gonna fit in there. So what I did is I just drilled out where the bolts will go, and then I put them in, and then I zip tied this black zip tie goes around the whole fire extinguisher to hold that in, and then these orange zip ties are to help with the screw. Pretty much it's like extra support, so because this thing's gonna be flying, you know, these I don't want them going anywhere, so that's all just for structure. And then the number plates, that one is mounted, but this one still needs to be mounted because I gotta build the front light bar, and I'm running the wiring along down here like how I did with the other side. It's right there, it goes down. I'm doing that on this side, but for the front headlight, or the front light bar. And then I'll zip tie this one back on. And then the antenna is gonna be going through that hole right here. So then it'll just go straight up through everything. But right now it's just back here because taking it off and putting it back on, like the body and the roll cage, it's just too much with the having to set this back where it goes. So that's why it's down here. And then the spare jack is from the Traxxas TRX4 Defender body that I have. I just screwed it in right there. Might put a zip tie on this side, but it's in there pretty good. And then the fans are stickers from the body that I bought, and one sheet of plastic cut out the same size as the sticker, and then a brass sheet painted black. So then it's lightweight, it's pretty thin, but it still looks good. And then down there we got a scale fuel tank, and just, you know, the whole roll cage setup, and then the interior. And it's not really too much else, but that's the truck so far. All right, so thank you guys for watching. Next weekend should be, or next Friday should be the Traxxas TRX4 build, doing the square body, the clodbuster. And yeah, got plenty of videos, so stay tuned guys. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.